Sheikh Tamim is the emir of Qatar. People usually see him with Sheikha Jawahar, who appears as his main wife. But in reality, he has 3 wives, and reportedly many mistresses. Behind the palace walls, the wives are said to fight for power and influence, each trying to secure their son's future as the next ruler. And some reports claim that after a scandal, the emir may have killed his 3rd wife. What really happened? What secrets is the emir hiding? Which wife is really in control? And who does Sheikha Moza support? And who does she stand against? Qatar's royal family is not as famous as other Arab dynasties, and it does not have a very long history. But despite that, it has become one of the richest and most powerful families in the world. This is mainly because of Qatar's vast reserves of oil and natural gas. At the center of this power is Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani. He became the emir of Qatar in 2013 after his father, Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani, stepped down. He was also the first of the last 3 emirs to come to power without a coup. Before becoming emir, Tamim was well prepared. He studied in the United Kingdom and trained at the Royal Military Academy Sandhurst. He also held important positions in security and economics, which helped him gain experience before taking the throne. Today, he is seen as one of the most powerful political and economic figures in the world, with a fortune estimated by many at hundreds of billions of dollars. But beyond his power and wealth, what makes him even more intriguing is his private life. Sheikh Tamim has 3 wives, which is allowed under Islamic law as long as they are treated equally. From these marriages, he has 13 children, 7 boys and 6 girls. And among these children, one will eventually become the future ruler of Qatar. His first wife, Sheikha Jawahar, is his second cousin. Their marriage took place in 2005, and it was likely arranged as tradition dictates that the first wife often has a familial connection and is usually chosen by his mother. Sheikha Jawahar was born in 1984 and comes from a very powerful background in Qatar. She is part of the ruling Al Thani family itself. She has 4 children with the emir, 2 sons and 2 daughters. But beyond this traditional role, Sheikha Jawahar is also highly educated. She earned a master's degree in literature from Qatar University, which gives her not only social status, but also strong cultural influence. Sheikh Tamim's second wife is Sheikha Al-Anud. He reportedly met her in Paris, and some stories say he fell in love with her and wanted a relationship, but she refused, which made him respect her even more. He then decided to bring her into the royal palace and make her his official wife in March 2009. Sheikha Al-Anud also comes from an influential family, and her father served as Qatar's ambassador to Jordan, giving her strong connections within the region. She is highly educated, having studied at Duke University in the United States and later at the Institute of Political Studies in Paris. Despite being the second wife, Tamim cares deeply for her and ensures she holds an important position both inside and outside the palace. To show his favor, he bought her a luxurious palace on the Bosphorus in Turkey, worth around 100 million euros, one of his most expensive properties. Al-Anud has given birth to 5 children, including 2 sons. The emir's 3rd wife is Noura bint Hathal al-Dosari, whom he married in 2014, a year after becoming emir. Unlike his other wives, very little is publicly known about her or their married life, except that on their honeymoon, he reportedly rented an entire beach in Rome just for her. Sheikh Tamim often travels with all 3 wives and their children, especially during summer holidays, when he visits Mallorca aboard his 200 million euro luxury yacht. Since Tamim became the emir of Qatar, a fierce conflict has erupted between his wives over who will become the lady of the palace after his mother, Sheikha Moza. Each wife is also working to secure her son's future as the next ruler. In Qatar, power is not automatically passed to the eldest son, but rather to the son of the strongest wife. Sheikha Jawahar is now regarded as the First Lady of Qatar. She is the only wife who regularly accompanies the emir on international official trips and receives the most attention in society pages, particularly for her elegance. Her style combines modernity with tradition, making her a fashion icon, often seen wearing brands like Dior or Chanel. Many people compare her to Sheikha Moza, who is considered one of the most stylish royals in the world. Although she does not appear as often as Moza, Jawahar has established institutions and maintains a steady presence at public events. She actively supports Qatari girls, sponsors graduation ceremonies at Qatar University, and honors top students. Rumors from inside the emir's palace suggest that Sheikha Moza, Tamim's mother, openly supports Jawahar and favors her over the other two wives for several reasons. Jawahar is Tamim's cousin. Her father is one of Qatar's major investors, and her mother was one of Moza's closest aides who helped transfer power to Tamim. Because of this support, many say Jawahar is the most likely to win the ongoing power struggle among the wives. Reports indicate that she has already begun using a long-term strategy, similar to Moza's, to strengthen her 18-year-old son, Hamad's position while limiting the influence of the other wives. Amid this ongoing struggle for influence, rumors have also circulated about the emir's third wife, Noura. Some opposition media have claimed that, following a scandal involving a leaked photo of Tamim semi-naked, she was responsible for the leak, and that he allegedly ordered her to be killed. According to these claims, the royal family, including Sheikha Moza, covered up the incident and threatened her family. An opposition figure, Nauf bint Ahmed Al Thani, a member of Qatar's ruling family, even shared what was said to be Noura's death certificate and claimed that the person who shot her was an uncle of Sheikha Jawahar. However, it is important to stress that all of this remains unverified. Nothing has ever been officially confirmed, and there is no solid evidence to support these allegations. What is certain is that this kind of rivalry is not new in Qatar's royal history. A similar struggle happened during the reign of Tamim's father, Hamad bin Khalifa, when his wives competed for influence and for their sons' futures. Back then, Sheikha Moza emerged as the ultimate winner, securing the crown prince position for her son Tamim, who later became the emir even though he wasn't the eldest son. Today, it seems history is repeating itself. But for now, as long as Sheikha Moza still holds a tight grip on power, it is unclear which of Tamim's wives will emerge victorious in this battle, or whether Tamim might change everything by marrying a fourth wife, which could ignite the conflict even further. So who do you think will win this silent battle, and who will secure the future of Qatar?